Hello, today is February 27th. It's now 7 and 6 p.m. And once again, here we are another week without having anything to talk about. And I really do not have anything to talk about more than usual. I am tired. I am sweating already and I didn't even start recording. And I don't know what happens, man. I don't know what happens. Last week, man, I was doing great. I had energy. I was, I don't know what the fuck I was, but I had something last week. This Sunday, I did something that I thought I would never be able to do. I worked out on the Sunday at like 10 a.m. I never thought I would be able to do that. I never thought I would have that much determination and energy to do something like that. But I did. I had that Sunday and I worked out and it felt amazing. I had the rest of the day to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. And obviously I didn't do anything good with my time. I didn't do anything useful with my time, but it felt good working out early in the morning. Well, it was not early, it was not like 6 a.m., it was 10 a.m. But it felt good because I felt like I wanted to do that for a long time, and I finally gathered this strength and courage to do that, and it felt amazing. But now, fast forward today, on this Thursday, I didn't even finish my workout, man. I just did 2/3 of my workout today and I'm already dying, okay? And believe me, I really wanted to be here recording this, but I know that even though I'm here, I'm not really here, you know? You know what, you got what I mean? Like, even though I'm here recording, which is what I wanted to be doing, I know that I'm not really here. I feel terrible. I feel fucking like it's fucking hot as fuck. I am tired as fuck and I don't even know why. I should okay, yeah, I worked the whole day, but I I I didn't work that hard, I didn't fucking make a building in a fucking day. Like, I didn't do anything crazy. Why is life like this? Why? Why can't we have peaks of energy whenever we want to? I feel terrible. Like, last week, this was amazing. I mean, the podcast, like, I felt good about last week's podcast, even though nobody listened to it, not even I listened to it. But while I was doing it, I was feeling great about it. But today, man, I'm just spent. I'm spent. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I really do not have anything to talk about today. Because this week, instead of trying to write things to talk about like I did last week, like last week I was so energetic that I was even writing on a Google Doc texts, I just felt good and I was like trying to be creative. This week I haven't written a single fucking word on my document, like nothing, okay? And you know why? You know why I didn't write anything? Yes, I'm a lazy fuck. Yes, that's one of the reasons why. But I also didn't write anything because I was too busy playing fucking Solitaire at work. Now that I think about it, man, I never thought I would become the fucking person on the movies that plays Solitaire at work. But here we are, man. That just dawned on me. I just realized that I have become the fucking person that plays Solitaire at work. And I really did play, like, I played every day. Every day I was playing Solitaire. And I even won a few times. But that's the thing, man. I am so pathetic. And I'm such a lowly person that whenever I got myself in a position Because I don't know if you know how solitaire works, but sometimes you can get into a position where you kind of soft lock yourself because of the way you positioned the cards, and you do not have access to some cards that you need. And if you play it correctly, if you take your time and you really think about and you go back some steps and etc., you can win with any board, right? Like, if you do not soft lock yourself, you can win with whatever the game gives you. But I am so pathetic that whenever I would get myself into a position where I had to think too much about it, I would just give up. The games that I won because of luck, because I'm so fucking pathetic and weak-willed, that I just played the games that were easy. When you get like a lot of aces very very early, it becomes easier, right, to win. And whenever I would get aces early, fill up all of the aces, I would be like, okay, this one is worth keeping going for. But whenever it got too hard, whenever I had to think too much about it, whenever I had to undo some steps and think about the cards that would be available if I took this choice or this other choice, whenever it got too complicated, man, I just gave up. So I was the guy playing solitaire at work, and just I'm very disappointed on myself right now. Honestly, man, I'm disappointed on myself a lot of times. But like, now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm realizing, man, wow, I'm worse than I thought I was. And to be honest, man, this is how I approach my life most of the time. Whenever something starts getting too hard, whenever something starts getting too complicated, and I have to think too much about it, and I have put too much effort onto it, I always give up. Always. And I don't know why the fuck I am like that, because I do not want to be like that. I want to put effort into things, right? I want to do it. But I just give up. I just give up. And I do not know why. I just get stressed easily whenever things start. I don't know, maybe I should. I don't know. Like, it always comes down to to this question: do I need therapy? This is the question that's always ringing in my brain. And like, another week, last week I was in the same spot that I am today, and today I am like the fucking between the trash bin, right, the garbage bin of some building, and the fucking therapeutic clinic, right? I'm parked right between these both things, right? The garbage bin, between the garbage bin and the therapeutic clinic. And I'm looking at this clinic right now, and I'm thinking to myself, do I need therapy? Do I really need it? Because, like, the way I see it is, no matter what mental illness or whatever mental problem that you are facing, like, whatever, well, I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them, I would say most of them, you could probably solve on your own, right? Like, by reflecting in the way that you act, and trying to actively change. So I'm like, okay, so I'm going to pay for an appointment so that I can listen to some person telling me things that I could figure out on my own if I gave myself enough time and reflection, right? If I've reflected, because I mean, what I'm doing here basically is reflecting on my ways, right? I'm realizing things, like the facts that I realized how pathetic I was this week is kind of a therapy, right? I didn't need some guys telling me, well, you shouldn't do just what pleases you. You know, you shouldn't play the game just so you can have a easy win, right? I mean, if you are putting into hours into the game, you might as well go through it, right? Play it when it's hard and put effort into it so that it's at least something fruitful, right? If you're playing a game for fucking hours doing your day instead of working, you might as well just fucking play it to take something good out of it, right? To I don't know what's like, I do not know what cognitive or intellectual benefits Solitaire can give you, but maybe they can give you some benefits, you know, but not if you just play easy hands, right? Not if you just play whatever board is easy, right? If it's going to benefit you, it's going to benefit you when the board is hard and you have to think about it, right? So I came to that conclusion by myself by talking to this microphone. I didn't need to go to therapy to have a guy tell me that. So I'm always like, that's always the dilemma, I don't know. But it's always like that, right? Like, should I go to therapy or should I just try to solve my problems on my own? Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I always hear this. Like, if you go to therapy, you are not going there to solve your problems. You are going there to see that there's an escape from your problems, right? That there's a way, like the therapist is not going to solve your problems. They are going to help you see that there's a way to overcome those problems, right? But that's a thing that you can figure out on your own, kind of, right? But yeah, sometimes when like I realized also that maybe I have a low IQ, you know, maybe my intellectual coefficient levels are very low, maybe, because I have like I'm going to take Solitaire for now for example, but I want to soon talk about another game that I have been playing, because that's what I've been doing this whole week, playing games. So like sometimes when I get on those spots that are hard, that I'm soft locked, that I need to think about, that I have to give a good thought and take things slowly, whenever I get to that point, I think to myself, maybe, just maybe, I am too dumb to solve this, right? Maybe I do not have what it takes to get through this, you know? Like, have you ever thought about it? Like, I'm going to give another example. I am playing a game that is about escaping rooms, right? It's a escape the room type of game. And I can solve like 99% of the puzzles on my own, right? But sometimes, like this week, there was a puzzle that I was like almost 1 hour stuck into it. And I actually searched for the fucking answer. I searched for the way to solve it properly. And what was going through my mind was like, maybe I do not have what it takes to solve this. Maybe I am too dumb to solve this. Maybe I do not have the intellectual capacity to solve this. And that creates some sort of desperation inside of myself, because I start facing the reality that maybe I really am just fucking too stupid for this world, right? And that creates a desperation, and that makes me give up, right? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a therapist, but maybe that is it. Anyways, why am I saying this? Why am I trying to find excuses to my own failures? Anyways, I was talking, how the fuck did I get it? Like, why did I just open my chest? Why did I just open my heart to you guys? To you guys that do not listen to me? I do not even know why the fuck I got here. It's too hot, man. Like, whenever it's too hot, my brain does not function properly, okay? And maybe my brain does not function properly any time, of the week or when, independent of the weather. But when it's hot, man, it's like my brain feels like mush. Like, I was not born to live in this place, man. I was not built to be able to live in these conditions where it's too hot and too humid, man. Because I feel my brain expanding inside of my cranium. I can feel my breathing gets harder and harder and harder. I can feel the fucking sweat goticules. What? Sweat goticules. I can feel like sweat droplets start forming in my forehead. Sometimes I get home from work and I take a 30-minute nap, and I can feel the sweat droplets forming on top of my head, on top of my fucking soon-to-be bald head. I can feel like the goticules start forming, and it sucks, and I hate it. Like, I feel disgusting, okay? I was not built to live in such conditions, man. But here I am, so I have to do whatever I can to maybe someday get out of here, or I don't know, maybe be able to afford a fucking AC at least. I have to do with what I got, right? That's what it all comes down to. Every time, you've got to do with what you have, right? But anyways, what I was talking about? Yeah, therapy. Like it's a conundrum, right? I'm always asking myself that. Like, every day I ask myself at least once a day, should I start going to therapy? Should I? I mean, even if I did go to therapy, it's not like my life is going to end. It's not like it's a terrible sin. It's not like it's a crime to go to therapy, right? But it's like, at the same time, I do not want to give in. Like, one, because I do not want to give money to some guy that went to college and now thinks he can help people, right? Sorry, man, but like, second off, it's kind of like, I shouldn't, but I have some pride. Like, I shouldn't have any pride because I fucking give up on a fucking video game that does not matter when it gets too hard, right? I give up, so I shouldn't have any pride left in me. But I have some pride. Like, for some reason, I have some pride that tells me that I shouldn't go to therapy. Like, and that's not even mixed. I do not know if it's pride or an ego thing, but I don't know, man. Some part of me refuses to believe in mental problems. I mean, not that they do not exist, not that I do not believe that mental problems exist. I do not. Part of me believes that a lot of mental problems are kind of simple, really. Like, I feel like most mental problems have an easy fix behind them. That's what I tend to believe in, and it's not like a fervor belief. It's not like I have a theory about it. It's just something that I think about intuitively, right? It's just something that whenever I see myself, like, whenever I reflect on my problems, I always get to the conclusion that they are not that big of a deal, really. That everything is fine and everything is going to be fine. And most of the time that works, and I just, I get easily. Like, I get easy, right? But sometimes it starts affecting me physically. Like now, like today, I was feeling very tired. Like yesterday, I was feeling very tired. So, and I do not know, maybe I'm just really physically tired because, I don't know, maybe I didn't sleep as well as I should have. Maybe I didn't get many hours of sleep as much as I should have. Maybe I just worked a lot and I'm not giving myself enough credit, right? Maybe it's all of that stuff. But I don't know. Like, part of me actually wants to go to therapy, right? Because I mean, it would be a cool, like I said, it's not a crime to go to therapy. So it's like I could go, and if I didn't like it, I could just not go anymore. Right? But maybe, I don't know, man. Like some chick passed by with a cute doggy, on a leash, and she's cute, and the dog is cute, so that fucking distracted me. Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought because of this cute chick that passed by with a cute dog. So I completely lost whatever I was thinking about. Anyway, enough of that, right? Enough of that. I now wanted to talk about that other game that I said I was playing, the Escape of the Room game. It's a Japanese game called Virtue's Last Reward, and it's part of a series of games, the Nine Door series. I don't know if it's a series actually. I do not know if the name of the series actually, but maybe it's a trilogy, right? It's a trilogy, and it's Escape the Room, and basically it has a story that involves time traveling and etc. I do not want to talk about that, even though I like it a lot. I'm not going to talk about that. What I want to talk about is that I have been red pilled by that game. Okay, I have been red pilled, and I am now an incel and a red pill because of that game. Okay, and why? I'm going to tell you why. Because I've been cucked. I've been cucked by a character on that game, and I'm not saying like I got cheated on. I'm saying I got betrayed, and I got murdered, and like literally murdered. I'm dead now. The only reason why I'm here now recording this is because of time travel. Okay, if it was not for time traveling, okay, if I didn't have superpowers, I would be dead by now. Okay, and I'm going to tell you my story. I'm going to tell you the story of when I got betrayed by this hot, sexy Egyptian chick who betrayed me twice and killed me on cold blood. How do I begin? How do I explain this? I never know how to explain things. Basically, the game has branches, right? The history has branches, and whenever you get to a point where you have to make an important decision on this story, in the history, the path branches, right? So it's like multiple timelines that get affected by the choices that you make. And at some points of that story, you have to choose between allying or betraying someone. Okay, you are going to be placed. You are going to be put on a situation where you have to choose between betraying or allying someone. Basically that. Okay, and I can't. I take gaming too seriously, okay? I really get immersed by games' histories, okay? And I do not feel good being an asshole when I'm playing. And I do not feel good betraying people, even though if it's only a game. So I always go through the ally branch first to see, if they betray me, okay, I'm going to think that they are assholes. But, okay, next time I'm going to jump the timelines and I'm going to betray those assholes too, right? Are you following me so far? I hope you are. Anyways, so I chose to ally this chick, this Egyptian hot, sexy chick, right? I decided to ally to her. And basically, it's a fucking game theory kind of game. Like when you ally or you betray, it's like game theory. If you both choose ally, you gain some points. If you choose both to betray, you gain nothing. and if you choose to ally and they choose to betray, you lose points and they gain points, and vice versa, right? So I decided to ally her. But now here's the important part. Every time, so I was in the in the final branch of the game. I was like, there were 3 branches, like 3 starter branches. I had done the first 2 and I was on the last one. On the first 2 branches, initial branches of the game, she chooses to ally herself, and the people who she was playing against betrayed her twice, right? Now it's my time to play with her, and now I'm going to choose ally, and I'm going to choose ally because I'm a good person, right? But I'm also hopeful because she chose to ally on those different timelines, so she probably is going to ally to me again, right? But no, she betrays me. Now I'm like, how does that make any fucking sense? Like, earlier it made sense for her to betray those characters. I mean, to ally to them. Why to me, when I choose to ally to her, why she betrays me now? Why? But okay, anyways, it's fine. I'm going to finish this part of the branch, then I'm going to go back there, and I'm going to betray her. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. It's all cool, right? But so I continue on the branch, and then I again am put on a place where I have to play against this same chick, this Fury game. Okay, this game Fury game. I have to play again against this chick, but now I am under the risk of dying. Okay, I'm risking, like, I could die if I choose a lie and she chooses betray. I could die, right? And so I go playing. I first off, just before this game Fury game, I have just saved this chick's life. I had just saved this chick's life. I saved her life. Okay, I saved her. I literally saved her from dying. So I'm going, okay, I'm going to choose a lie this time. And I'm sure she's not, like, and there's other reasons that I'm very positive that she's not going to choose betray. So I choose a lie. And what happens? I get betrayed and I die. Okay? And that gets me really, really annoyed. More than I should have been annoyed. This explanation took way too much time, and anyways, I died. Okay, I died. I actually died. I died in real life. That chick killed me in real life. And I'm just here because I can jump through the timelines, okay? Because I have superpowers. But basically, man, that chick just fucking killed me. Okay? Then I jump timelines again to the second time she betrays me, when I die, right? So I die. So I jump back and I choose to betray her, and she betrays me, and we both get 0 points. And I'm like, okay, you fucking bitch, now you are going to pay me. Now I'm feeling, okay, now I get to live. So I have a chance to fucking say something to this bitch that's trying to kill me, right? I want to say something to her because she's fucking lunatic. She's a fucking lunatic. She fucking killed me. She did fucking kill me. And you know what she does? She tells me a fucking sob story about how she has to live to avenge her father. And she starts crying to me. Okay, she starts crying to me, and I buy my character that I can't control. My character buys that shit. And I'm like, you fucking stupid idiots. She fucking killed you. Now you're going to fall for this fucking sob story about avenging her father. And that made me become a red pill, okay, an incel. I, like, from that moment on, I am now a red pill. I'm an incel, okay, and I'm never going to trust a woman again. Matter of fact, I'm going as far as to fucking, I don't know, I'm going to berate them. I'm going to start talking shit about them, okay, because of an Egyptian hot titty chick that betrayed me twice in the fucking game, okay? Not only that, later, I jumped back on the first time she betrayed me. And then I picked betray because, you know, I'm thinking, okay, she's going to betray me now, right? I mean, it's not possible that when I picked a lie, she picked betray, and when I pick betray, she's going to pick a lie. That's not possible, right? But it's possible because she picks a lie then. And now I am the one that fucked her over. And now I'm feeling bad about myself. But the only way to progress on the game is to fucking fuck people over. And that bothers me. That bothers me because I care too much about those fucking pixels. I care too much about those fucking imaginary characters that do not actually exist. I get too attached to them. So I'm feeling bad now about that. Because I had to betray people that didn't deserve getting betrayed. That actually had some hint of good inside of them. But that's how it is. Okay, that's how it goes. And I betrayed them. But then, you know, I cope with the fact that I'm betraying good people by realizing that sometimes doing something bad to them right now is going to save them on another timeline, right? Because right now, if I like I did all of the ally branches possible so far. Now all that is left is to do the betray ones. But I'm locked from the good ending because of that, because I do not have all of the pieces necessary. Because every time you pick betray or a lie, the whole thing changes and the whole history changes. So I have, like, the only way to move forward, like, so far I haven't got a single good ending. All of the endings that I got so far are bad endings. So the only way that I can move forward to get a good ending is by doing bad things. And that bothers me a little, but it's also very interesting to me. And I think it kind of translates to real life, maybe. Right? I think so. Maybe. I don't know. But I think that does. Sometimes you have to do some measured bad things for a good outcome. How does that work? I don't know, but I think it kind of makes sense. I do not have like a fucking PhD written about it, but I feel like maybe that there's something there. That maybe sometimes you have to just fucking do something bad to do a greater good. Okay, but like not something bad like fucking killing 6 million of people. Not that bad. Something measured, right? Something that you know that is not going to be terrible, right? I think maybe. I don't fucking know. But yeah, like, so right now, man, I'm kind of sad because I have to betray a lot of people that I do not want to betray. Because I got attached to them. And I like those characters. I like them. But I have to betray them. Because if I don't, then the game's fucking over and all of the endings that I got are bad. So to be able to save everybody and get a good ending, I have to fucking betray people. And that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Okay, sometimes to make scrambled eggs, you have to break the egg, right? I think that's how the saying goes. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Anyways, sorry, that was terrible. That's like the worst fucking 10 minutes. Like, that's probably the worst explanation that you ever heard about. Like, anyways, that's how that. I just wanted to tell the history, man, about how I've got cucked by a fucking game character. Okay, because I did. I kind of did. So I just wanted to tell that history, but I didn't know how to tell the history without context. So I had to give context, but I do not know how to give context in a measured way, you know, in a a compact and fucking, I do not know. I do not know how to explain things simply. I do not know how to fucking use few words because I am stupid. Okay, I'm stupid. Sorry. But anyways, that's what I have for this week, man. Okay, that's like I'm telling you, man. That's the only thing that I did this week. The only thing that I did this week was fucking playing Solitaire and playing this fucking game called Virtuous Last Reward. It's literally the only thing. I haven't been keeping up with the news. I haven't been reading anything. I haven't been watching anything. I haven't been writing anything. Okay, I've just been playing some fucking games. And I feel, in a way it feels kind of good because I'm not just spending my whole day watching YouTube videos. Because I feel like most of the time, from what you get from YouTube videos, most of the time it's better to just play games than watching YouTube. Like, some people might think otherwise because sometimes you can spend a lot of time on YouTube watching educational videos, but even though when you do watch educational videos, most of the time you are not really absorbing anything, right? You are just pretending to understand whatever is being talked about, but you are not really. And so you drift off and you are fucking drooling from your mouth while this video is playing on the background and you are pretending to be watching it, but you are not really. So if you do that, like I do, it's better to just play a game. Okay. The best, the ideal would be to just fucking spend your time wisely doing good things. But if you are going to spend your time between YouTube and gaming, and if you are watching YouTube, you are just drooling from your fucking mouth, then you might as well just fucking play a game, right? So that makes me kind of happy, when I'm playing, I'm at least doing something that I'm enjoying. I'm not just fucking feeding my YouTube addiction. But what? But yeah, like it's not very very productive. It's not very good for your creativity, right? I think maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I just do not know how to consume the product, which I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not. Oh my god, I'm dying here. Fuck. Anyways, yeah. Also, there was that plane, right, that almost crashed into a private jet. I do not have anything to talk about it. It's just crazy to me how many fucking accidents have been happening. Like nothing bad happened, thank God, right? But usually, like, airplanes are falling from the sky like candy, man. Like here where I live, in my country, there has been a fucking shitstorm of space, like air accidents, like not like planes have been falling, planes have been hitting fucking other things on the sky, and like there has been a lot of that shit recently, man. And I mean, like the beginning of the year started with that fucking plane hitting the helicopter, right? And like planes are just falling from the sky, man. Like it was like if like God was plucking them, like them down from the sky or something like that. And like that always raised the question: is there something else behind this? Like, is this the end of the world and something is like some gravity things changing and we are about to experience the apocalypse? Like that's the conclusion that that's another question that I always come to. I always end up in this question: is the world about to end? Right? Because in a way I kind of want it to end, but like I do not want it to end, right? There's just some small part of me that would find some comfort in knowing that things are over, right? So in a way, I'm always I always have this small expectation for the end of everything. So whenever weird things start happening, because it's weird, because people always say how air traveling is the safest way to. It's the way. Jesus, like people always say that air traveling, airplanes, that like they are the easiest way to travel. Like I mean, the safest way to travel. And I mean, yeah, it's true. Like it's kind of it used to be rare to see accidents involving airplanes and stuff like that. But like just this year only, I have seen a lot of fucking news regarding that topic, and I've seen a lot of accidents, and like not just small accidents, like big accidents, like commercial airplanes fucking falling and fucking. I mean, so like it always comes down to the question: is the world about to end? Like is this an ominous sign, or is it just the way it is? Like it's just a coincidence, right? It's all like it always gets down to that. It always comes to it. For me at least, I'm always expecting something great, like something great, not in a good way, but something big to happen, which is kind of morbid. I do not like that about myself. I know that that's kind of morbid, and I feel bad when I catch myself thinking that way. Whenever I feel myself wanting too much, like, have you ever felt like you wanted bad things to happen? Like, I do not want bad things to happen, but sometimes there's a part of me that kind of desires something to happen, right? Do you get what I mean? I'm trying to be careful here because I do not want to curse myself saying something that I'm going to regret. Okay, I'm trying to be careful here. But like sometimes I catch myself with this morbid desire for destruction. And I'm not trying to be edgy here. I'm not trying to be mysterious here. I'm like this bothers me. This, like, whenever I catch myself being like that, I feel extremely bad. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I like life. I like to live. I have hope for the future. I haven't given up yet. So why am I thinking like that? Like, I do not actually want bad things to happen, but there's this morbid curiosity, right? And why am I talking about this? I don't know, man. I do not have anything else to talk about, okay? This is how it's going to be today, okay? I'm just going to fucking spout random bullshit without any connection to one another, and that's it, okay? Because that's how I'm feeling today. I'm feeling like random bullshit connected that do not have any connection. That's how I'm feeling today. But yeah, man, like, and I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one, right? I'm sure I'm not the only one. It's starting to kind of get windy. It might rain. I don't know. I think I'm going to stop around here, okay? I feel like I've opened my heart too much. I feel like being here and saying all of this shit that I already said is way more than I should have done today. Maybe today I shouldn't have come to record. Maybe coming here today was a mistake. So, I feel bad about not completing at least 50 minutes. But I also feel bad in general. Okay, like in general, I feel bad today. So I think I'm going to call it today. Not feel great about it, but it is what it is. And it's not like you who are listening to it, which probably does not exist. It's not like you care either. So I'm going to go. Okay, I'm going to go. I feel defeated. Okay, I feel defeated, but it's okay because everybody has to feel defeated. Sometimes it's good to feel defeated, right? Sometimes it's good to face this failure. Okay, and maybe facing this failure, facing the failure of this week's podcast is going to make me create some fucking backbone and strive to be better. Okay, maybe this is going to make me realize that I shouldn't be playing fucking solitaire all day, every day, and that I should try to write something and think about something and create something. Okay, maybe I need to go through this shitty week where I didn't say anything interesting or anything funny. Okay, maybe that's part of my history. Okay, or maybe I'm just trying to cope here, but anyways, we are always trying to cope with something. And also I need to pee. I really need to pee. So I'm going to fucking go home to take a piss and eat something and fucking edit this shit. And tomorrow I'm going to be sad because of my shitty creation and because I have no fucking viewers, okay? So I'm going to go, okay? I do not know how to fucking end this shit, okay? I do not, like, every time I say good day, good night, whatever, well, like, I really do not know how to end this shit, so I'm just going to end this, okay? Ciao.